tiger mom.
Hi, I'm Felicia Frisco. I'm 17, and this is my Bengal tiger. His name is Will.
Felicia, a 17-year-old from Tampa, has lived with this Bengal tiger since the day he was born.
My friends think it's cool that I have a pet tiger because most of them only have a cat or a dog.
Back then, he was cute, fuzzy, no bigger than a stuffed animal. Will is still nursing. And will nurse for just a few more weeks, then he'll eat only meat. So where does he sleep?
He sleeps in my bed every single night.
That's right, in her bed, nestled in the leopard print blankets, as you can see in this video licensed by ABC News. Even though he weighs close to 100 pounds, heavier than a Rottweiler. But Will is now an adolescent tiger.
He will continue living with me till he's a year old, and he will be put into our educational shows to educate the public about the plight of the tigers in the wild.
Felicia's family has raised exotic animals for generations.
Good night, Will.
But Jack Hanna says it's like sleeping with a live grenade.
Every cat has a different killing ability. The tiger, it makes no difference. It's like they can go and it's a bomb.
Aren't our animals. There's no connection between the bloodline of the two different animals, but they are professional trainers that live their whole life with these animals, and that gives them the opportunity to have an understanding of the psyche of these animals and how to care for them. She may have that young cub in her room and be taking care of him and raising him, but her mother and father, who are full-time professional animal trainers, also live there with her and have many other tigers right outside the door that are part of their living. It's something that they do 24/7, which is entirely different than saying that you have a tiger for a pet. A tiger for a pet is a much more complicated thing. A tiger for a pet doesn't work out. It's that you'd have to have thousands of hours to work with an animal to create the bond that we would have with a guy like Amar here. This opportunity to be like this with a person requires a lifetime's work and understanding, tens of thousands of hours. Felicia's done it since she's a little girl. She's been with many other wild and exotic animals from the time she's a little baby. So she's got a basic understanding. Her father has a much greater understanding, having done it since he was a small child. He spent that same time. Much like my own children have done, they've grown up to be animal trainers. Not to have pet tigers, but to train them. We work for the movie and television business, Ace Ventura, Jungle Book, Dr. Dolittle, movies like that. And we do live shows like we do at Jungle Island in Miami every day. We have animals out there where we interact with them.
And there is a big difference having one as a pet and being a professional as you are. I realize that wholeheartedly, but you know, as we saw Matt Gutman's, don't know.
It's not about safe. It's about an animal trainer doing a business and working with that animal. That Felicia is risk-free is by no means true.
Okay.
But neither are most 17-year-olds behind the wheel of a car, right? They die like flies across the country. It's like having an extreme sport in your life. The potential for accident and injury is certainly there. It's not that raising them from babies makes them behave by any means either. Mm-hmm. It's that working with them in a professional manner makes them end up having the personality of a trained animal, which is still never a tame animal. There's a world of difference. Amar can't sleep in my bed. Amar can go for a walk. He can go on a movie set. He can work as a wildlife ambassador and teach people about endangered species and the work that we do running the Rare Species Fund, our organization for wildlife care around the world. But he's not tame. And Felicia's really not pretending she's got a tame pet as much as she is working with him. When he gets bigger, he won't be in the bed. He'll be with the other 7 or 8 tigers that live right outside the door. Well, fair becomes highly subjective, right? It's all about these animals being working wildlife ambassadors, raising for us hundreds of thousands of dollars that goes back into wildlife projects around the world to save them and many other endangered species. The public gets to know animals, loves them, and puts money towards what they understand. If you didn't have them out where people could see them, it would be different. I believe this tiger has 100 times better life than a tiger locked in a cage. New sights, sounds, and smells that he experiences by going out and seeing new things give him a much greater life than he could ever experience in a cage.
Well, Doc Antle, I know, as I said, your heart is in the right place, and we appreciate your time this morning. It's absolutely beautiful. And I know the debate will continue from here until the end of time.
This is the image of our universe today, which Tony Mao has produced. The colors indicate tiny differences in temperature. If Hawking is right, the differences started right when the universe was the size of an atom. This picture is like a massive projection of what was going on at the beginning of everything. the universe was uneven or fuzzy at the start. And that unevenness has evolved into the different parts of the universe we see today.
Don't lick him. It hurts when he licks the head. Doesn't feel very good.
Because there's more matter here. A galaxy is going to form here, and we're going to live here. And there'll be nearly empty space here. Let's study the properties of fluctuations. We can learn about the fundamental fluctuations in the very early universe that gave rise to it. And
Nobody's got food that you like.
these galaxies would never have formed.
Just that one little bit.
Explosion of
Don't
time
like it.
and space would not have done the
You
job.
don't like it.
It is the roughness of the moment of creation that gave rise to matter and galaxies. As Hawking suspected, we live because of the imperfections of creation.
Good boy.
Hey,
Hawking is forging ahead
Jonas.
in the quest for a theory of everything. Today,
Chew the
all
pillow.
of us
That's your
is
couch.
racing
Chew the pillow.
alongside you. Incredible experiments are now being built in outer space and deep underground, which will try and probe deeper
right to
into
be
the
in there.
very moment of creation. There is excitement in